How do you do the greater than equal to on Desmos?
Great question. Thank you for asking, Henry. So what you'll do is I'm just going to exit out of these. You'll click into a fresh thing, click your Y, and then you click this. You have to do shift, and then you click the period button.
Mm-hmm.
And that greater than sign will come up, and then just type an equals right after, and it'll pop it together.
Okay.
Yeah, good job. Okay, so I gave you guys actually an extra minute, which is totally fine because I talked all the way until 1:09. So I'm gonna flip my paper over here, and I'm gonna take some ideas that you guys had. First, I'll ask if there's a volunteer. Does anybody want to volunteer to share theirs? Okay, so anybody who wants to volunteer to share their example with no solutions? Okay, so if there are no volunteers, I'm going to pick somebody. Amar, are you there?
Yes.
Did you come up with something?
I don't know.
Okay, so I'm going to draw a grid on here. Coordinate plane. Okay, and then we want absolute value functions, so something that looks like a V. What was your first one like?
5.
Okay, so was it at 5? What was the Y coordinate? Amar, did you have a Y coordinate for that one?
Excuse me?
Did you have a Y coordinate for your point?
Yeah.
What's the Y coordinate?
5.
5. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have this. And then is my V gonna go up or down? Do you want it to go up or down?
Down.
Okay, so if we have it going down, maybe something like this, okay? And now we want to come up with another absolute value that does not intersect this. So maybe we have something here that goes up like this. Okay, so these are these solutions, these are those solutions. Do we have any overlap?
No.
No. Good, Amar. Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
So let's come up with what this would maybe look like. So let's start with this guy. So our system is going to be maybe Y is greater than. We need our absolute value symbol. Let's do X minus 5 to get it over to the left-hand side. Oh, I'm sorry. We need to do plus 5 to get it to the left-hand side. And we'll keep it right there, okay, because we kept it on the x-axis. And then my other one needs to have values less than my function, so Y less than, okay? I need my absolute values.
I think I got one.
Want it to face down, so I need a negative in front of it. So let's do, Amar wanted this point at 5, 5. So we're going to have X minus 5 and then plus 5. Oops. Okay, so we have our two functions here, and they do not intersect at all. They go in opposite directions, okay? All right, what questions do you guys have about this example? Okay, if there are no questions,
I got a question.
Okay, bring it on.
So the negative sign, like right outside, that's what it makes like that's what makes it to flip over.
Yes, it makes it flip over.
Okay.
X.
I was trying to figure out how to flip it over and I couldn't figure it out. So.
Yeah, so it's just like what we did with quadratics when we had
Mhm.
y equals a times x minus h quantity squared plus k. That a in front, when it's negative, it flips it over the x-axis.
Okay.
When negative flips, oops, over the x-axis. All right. Any other questions before you guys head out?
Yeah,
What's your question?
it don't necessarily got to do with that example per se, but say if I had one mapped out or whatever, and for me to get a non-solution or whatever, I just used an X factor. Is there a possibility?
What do you mean by it? Could you
Like, for example, I found one where I just put X plus 7 plus 5 in my first one,
go
and then on the next one I just put, what is it? Hold on, I'm gonna go back to it. I just put X equal 4.
Oh, okay. So you had maybe so do you have what inequality did you have right here?
It was Y is greater than or equal to.
Or equal to, and then you had like y equals 4.
Yes.
Okay. Well, let's see what that would do. That's a really, really great question. So we have y greater than or equal to absolute value of x plus 7, and then plus 5. And then here we had y equals 4. Okay,
Yeah.
and you are correct. There are no solutions there. And that does work. The reason why we didn't cover one like that is because this is linear. It's not an absolute value. But this is a totally legitimate system of inequations slash equalities. We just combined absolute value and linear. Okay, so that's a really creative solution. Good job.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. All right, if there are no other questions, I'll let everybody go. If you do have a question, feel free to stay on, and I am happy to answer any of your questions.